everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs to try to control the pace of the game. It's the Saints going up against the Broncos. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Guyton. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers, who have a big hand in who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do it all, can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Running right is Anderson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
2nd down and 4. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Ready, white 18, white 18.
Throwing on 3rd down, Sanchez. Completes it to Norwood. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Anderson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Sanchez. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. For Ingram, he topped the 1,000-yard mark this year for the first time in his 6-year career.
Didn't he just come out of Alabama last year?
That's what it feels like, right?
I mean,
hard
it's
to
amazing.
believe 6 seasons he's had.
Won a Heisman Trophy there, finally over 1,000 yards as a pro, and he increased his number of long runs, becoming a much better ball carrier into the secondary.
Second down following the run. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
We've got a 3rd and 11. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Brandon Cooks. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Ingram again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Breeze hands to Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictator just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past it, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
On second down, Ingram. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. A stampede of Broncos there that time combined to get him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. Charles and I back to Denver after this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They run. Anderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. Black 35. Black 35.
On 2nd down, here's Sanchez. Norwood's got it, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Following the penalty, Anderson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Donnell Ellerbe with a tackle. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Now, coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll come out in the pistol.
White 18. White 18.
Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Ronnie Hillman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And 4th down coming up.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
go. I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm when they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
Full start, offense.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They come out here in the I. Here's Breeze to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. That one good for 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Finding time. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a New Orleans 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. Breeze now on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the I. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees in the final seconds of the 1st half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Broncos are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Saints have been the better team, though, and will try to maintain the lead in the second half. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Broncos take it at the 11. Hillman's going to run off the left side, and he'd go in for the 11-yard touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Saints take it at the 1. The sneak is on here, and he gets in for the touchdown. The Saints go up by 3.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now the Broncos defense coming back onto the field. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half. Offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
It's Mark Ingram. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
They run with Spiller. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. Bree's going to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory now. We'll see what transpires.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. 20.
Out of the gun, Sanchez. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas from a yard out, and the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. To throw is Breeze. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Breeze to throw on second down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Breeze on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and just 1. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Breeze now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Saints.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, Anderson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You can almost see the wheels turning for the offensive coordinator there. Edge pressure you want to use against them. Oftentimes when they get into the backfield, they're disrupting things. But if they get there too quickly, you can actually slip the ball to a runner and get past them. That didn't happen on that play, though.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Broncos football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 4. You got 4. Set. Right 18. Right 18.
On 3rd down, Ronnie Hillman. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
He won't go down.
Holding offense.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he's got Snead. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 1. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints defense getting ready here, heading back onto the field. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Here we go. Here we go. Right.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
To throw is Sanchez. And that is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time for Sanchez on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay.
Someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline. Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.